Welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel, everyone. This is Rich making another video on XRP today, as usual. So, wherever you are in this vast planet, I hope you're all having a nice day today. We are going to discuss XRP. This is the one-day chart once more. Earlier today, we were sitting here at $3.06. We dropped all the way to $2.94. Additionally, the 7-day chart shows that we are nearly back to $3.10 once more. Then, before we start to break out, it appears that we will probably move sideways a little. However, we could potentially collapse considerably further. In this video, I'll go into further detail regarding that and check out Bitcoin for less than 117k. Everyone is now claiming that Bitcoin is at its peak, but I don't think so. It still has one more significant move before collapsing, according to the Altseason update. The most significant portion of the run is still to come. The largest movements in these cryptocurrencies will occur when we witness the dominance of Bitcoin begin to truly decline. XRP, it has an incredible run ahead of it. Many people claim that this cycle is over, yet it hasn't even begun yet. We still have a long way to go in terms of XRP's price. Are we in Altseason though? Don't look at that. It is currently at 45. In order for it to be considered Altseason, it must get over 75. And everyone says this cycle is terrible and we're already in the middle of Altseason. People act as like it's finished even though we haven't arrived yet. We might break down lower, as I mentioned. Unlike past corrections, the August bounce from $2.72 to $3.38 was a wave 3 move upward. 5 wave impulses go up impulsively. Therefore, I think it was a B wave, and in the days or weeks ahead, we'll probably go down to the August lows for our C wave to finish the correction that began in late July. The charting person is the source of that. He believes that before we take off, we will descend. The same thing is being said by Dark Defender. This chart is where you may see it. We take off when he thinks of a lower low. Others, however, believe that we will begin to move past our current situation. However, before the actual breakout starts, there's a chance that we drop below $2.80. I prefer to be upbeat. I believe we will begin to advance. Right now, everyone is talking about September. Additionally, people continue to anticipate $4 or more before the end of this month. As the week goes on, we will learn more. Those who sell in a panic at 15% dips are always losers. Why? Since they first had no idea what they were purchasing. All they did was follow the buzz. No strategy, no conviction, no research. They therefore collapse when the price declines, which it usually does. There are vicious troughs on the way up for every winning coin. Before reaching all-time highs, Bitcoin, Ethereum and Solana all saw 40% corrections. You won't be around for the 500% rise up if you can't withstand a 15% move down. The reason panic sellers lose is not the market, but rather themselves. I saw a lot of people commenting, "I just lost so much money in crypto. Therefore I thought that was a terrific post. If you didn't sell, how did you lose money?" The market behaves as it does. The majority of those who have been in this market for some time are either doing nothing or buying the decline. You become impervious to the dips. Because you know that the 180 will still occur, you grow so accustomed to the dips that they no longer even affect you. It's a red day today. It's going to be green tomorrow. Red days can occasionally occur, perhaps several in a row. After that, there are a couple consecutive green days. However, the market acts as it does. Additionally, a lot of people claim that cryptocurrency is the worst investment they have ever made. I lost a lot of money on cryptocurrency. You seem to have sold because you were unaware of what you were holding. Everyone should be aware of what they are holding when it comes to XRP. They will never ever sell this asset in this manner. Analysts, the price of XRP will immediately jump to $7.20 after it breaks out of this cup. Additionally, he is referring to the current cup and handle position. We're going to pause along the route, but I notice other individuals saying the same thing. There will be more than a simple shift to $7.20. We'll probably hit $4.20. After a slight decline, we will surpass $5, and after that there isn't much resistance. But that will undoubtedly happen. As the price continues to rise, there will be pullbacks and people will sell during each of those pullbacks and then complain that the price keeps rising because they want to reinvest. How long till XRP hits $60 is revealed by a top investor. Accordingly, Paul Barron believes that XRP may reach $60 in the upcoming year. I concur. It is likely to occur in January 2026 in my opinion. It won't even take a year. In my opinion, I believe it will occur by January. I believe that by December we will probably be looking at double digits that are higher, because Washington will be providing clarification. By then the ETFs will be operational. Who knows, perhaps ISO will begin to provide some benefits as well. Over the next few months a lot will happen, and now will be a fantastic opportunity to invest in XRP. However, he is predicting $60. People are now requesting $240 to $500 XRP as I can tell. Numerous people also believe that whenever ISO is implemented, Swift will lose a lot of business to Ripple because Swift wants to put off ISO 222. What will these banks do then? They will most likely switch to the finest alternatives, RippleNet and XRP, and who knows, maybe it will be the turning point or the start of the turning point. The co-founder of Ether stands by his prediction that the price of XRP will reach $2,030,000. Recall that Don from Ether predicted that XRP will hit $1,000 by 2030. He then reaffirmed his prediction saying, "Yes, I did. Utility will be necessary for us to reach $1,000. In my opinion, if it is to occur. I continue to think it will occur before 2030. It's likely to occur sometime between the middle and end of 2027, in my opinion." Based on David Schwartz's remarks regarding institutional adoption within the next 12 to 24 months, I believe we are that close. I'm saying that I don't think we're years away anymore. For XRP, the new ultimate purchase zone is below $10, and I concur with that. Anything under $10 is still, in my opinion, a fantastic price for XRP. Consider it this way. People are forecasting $60, $50, and $40 for this run. Therefore, you're still getting in at a really favorable price point, even if you're paying $7, $8, or $9. If you purchase now, you are purchasing a highly undervalued asset in comparison to where XRP is headed. Low costs for XRP. I continue to believe that XRP must also go through the healing period from the SEC versus Ripple case. Even when people no longer consider that, you must keep in mind that the case is still imminent. Judge Torres' future position in the Ripple XRP lawsuit is explained by an ex-SEC lawyer. The judge has now stepped aside, and this is what Mark Fogel has to say. Claims that Judge Torres is no longer involved in this matter. The Court of Appeals is now in charge of formally dismissing the appeals. We are therefore awaiting that. I watch these people uttering things over and over. Judge Torres is putting things off, you know. She has taken far too long to make a decision, but she is no longer in control of it. And I believe that we will begin to see benefits from this once the court issues its final decision, which will conclude this matter. I believe that several institutions remain extremely hesitant to work with Ripple till that time. Interacting with XRP, some of these organizations, you know, don't even want to hear anything about the SEC. No one wants to have problems with the SEC, and that's probably what's preventing some of them from moving forward. But already some of them are diving in. Businesses are beginning to establish XRP treasuries. We had never seen that before. It's the first time, and I believe that's going to become more popular. I believe that many other businesses will choose to do the same, establishing their own treasury as well. I believe that having a cryptocurrency treasury is essential for any small firm. They ought to be holding XDC, HBR or XLM if they dislike XRP. They ought to own cryptocurrency of some kind, since it will ultimately only make their business stronger. That's my perspective on it. And now is the time for all cryptocurrency holders to form an LLC. You will be able to eliminate cryptocurrency taxes thanks to it. However, as I mentioned at the start of this video, XRP is back above $3. It happened in a flash. Everyone was furious earlier today when they said, "Oh, here we go, under $2. However, observe how quickly XRP turns around. Simply wait for XRP to move in dollars. We are now using quarters, occasionally 50 cents. Await the twofold increase in XRP, $3 at a time. Individuals aren't ready for it. Many are not prepared for that, because there will be pullbacks of $1 to $3, and possibly even $5, and people will sell at that point. They will say, "I have to leave now. The top is in. I'm still making money. I intend to sell my whole bag." No one who understands what XRP is or should ever sell everything they own. Together we are going to become wealthy.